Okay, so I'm going to attempt my first non-stream, just YouTube video. I'm on a different computer, my laptop, and so I don't have my full setup with my camera. But I had a YouTube comment from Overwatch 138 requesting that I do a vintage cube storm draft, and I figured I would deliver on that. Now, it might not be quite as high a standard of production value as the stream is. I don't have my soundboard, I don't have the camera, green screen. I'm not 100% sure on the audio quality. I did some testing and whatnot, so we might have, a couple hiccups to get through. But holy shit. For a first draft, here we go. We got a Black Lotus, and I will also add the caveat that I'm still very much getting over a sickness. So I hope I don't do too much coughing on this video. I haven't yet set up a hotkey to like mute the mic. I considered it, but honestly, I just got tired of fiddling around with various things. I did have to change a few things and whatnot. But so let's get into the draft here. We have a decent card. This card it's good, most would say. Um, Whoa, it almost selected Thragtusk. We do have to pass this Dark Ritual, but we are, of course, I think I already mentioned it, but forcing Storm. So we're going to pick up that Black Lotus. We're going to move on. Hope that we do wheel that Dark Ritual, although I don't have too high of hopes. Now, as far as fetch lands go, this is definitely the best one for us. We do also have Mind Twist, but I don't think I can pass up. I think it would be um, downright irresponsible of me to not pick up Mana Drain. It's a counterspell that we can also just consider to be a ritual, right? So I'm gonna grab that. It's upsetting that I have to pass this Polluted Delta. Excuse me. But we're gonna go with this Mana Drain. Okay, so we don't have much in this pack. You can get an Oath because oftentimes you can get away with very little creatures, and you can just like if you run into a Grizzlebrand or something like that, like Oath can be absolutely fine. Um, However, there are some creatures here and there that you do want to run, and it's certainly I'm not like jumping at it, right? Memory Jar is good. It's not great, but it is good. Could run into some sort of Tinfin situation, but that's unlikely. So I guess out of all these, there's some other medium cards, but I'm just gonna take the Memory Jar. Won't be ecstatic about it, but I love tutors. The black tutors, they're very good. Obviously, Demonic Tutor being the best, but Imperial Seal, Vamp Tutor considerably better, but Imperial Seal is fine. Absolutely fine. I will scoop that right up. Fiend is good. We got some fixing as well. And let's take that seal and move on. Duress is great. I'm not huge on Signets. Generally speaking, there are better options than Signets. When there is nothing else, well, I guess that kind of makes it seem worse than it is, but generally I want either bigger ramp rocks, if I'm going to have them, like a mana vault or something like that, or something that will actually net me mana when cast. If I'm trying to move into or spec on a Tolarian Academy, I might grab it. Bazaar. Okay, so I may have an unusual love affair for this card in Storm, but I will say this, I said it before, I'll say it again, it has won me more Storm trophies, games, just games overall than any other card. You can attribute it to the cards that it draws into, of course, but holy shit, this is quite the pack. So it certainly feels as though Storm is open, and I want these fetch lands, but I do think it's one of the things that Bazaar allows you to do is you can grab cards that you need and pass fetches more often because it just digs you to what you need. There's there's usually so like in these storm decks they're sloppy enough where you just need a few of the cards to come together, right? The right ones. There's usually a bunch of good cards, but they don't always jive together, and you just got to get to the right ones. And that doesn't exclude lands, right? Whether it be you have all the cards, but you gotta get to the mountain. You only play a couple mountains because you're only splashing for 1 or 2 red cards. Bazaar can get you there and just get rid of all the other crap. I guess between Venser, Porter, I guess I'll grab Ballista. Wow. Holy shit. It's funny, my hand is like grabbing for the soundboard. So I can hit the cha-ching, ching, 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 ching. Like, look at this. Steam vents? Are you kidding me? This was the opening pack. Somebody left Steam vent. Sholdred. Like, this card is insane. And not just insane, but also just good for the cube. Like, I would have been ecstatic to grab either of those. But I can't not take Dark Ritual. Excuse me. Drink some water. I mean, it's pretty likely we wind up in red, but not entirely. I think I'll take Thirst. Thirst is fine. We do like to fill our graveyard. Between the two of these, we don't have any fixing really just yet, so I'm just going to grab this Exhume. Unlikely we'll use it, but ooh, Fiend is great. Fiend is absolutely great. And these are fine too. I mean, it's literally all Storm cards, but we'll take Fiend. Ritual's fine. We might move into it. It's possible we move into this. Well, we did get 100% potential Storm cards. This is a Storm card. I mean, generally speaking, you don't want it in the opening pack, especially when it's pretty clear that Storm is not being drafted, but it's better than going a whole draft without a Storm card, or with a poor one, so we'll take it. You can spec on it, and you'd probably get there. I might spec if I go through a whole second pack, yet again, showing that no one's running Storm, and it's in my opening, like, 1 or 2 picks, but it might move someone into Storm. You know what I mean? Unlikely, but Yawg Will, decent. We'll take it. I mean, we're off to an outrageously good Storm deck here. Like, we're on the verge of broken. If it keeps going the way it's going, we're just gonna smash this whole thing. Bergie, my love, she always comes back to me though. I say it every time, and she comes back to me every time. So I'm gonna grab this Flooded Strand. Don't worry, babe. I'll see you soon. See, here's that Emrakul. So we didn't grab the Oath though. We grabbed Exhume, which is fine. So for me, it's probably Charted Course or Signet. Signet is fixing for us if we do. So this is where I might pick up a Signet. Charted Course it is good. It's actually, it really isn't bad. It does what Bazaar does for you. Like, filtering is important. It's getting to the combination of cards that do get there. Filling our graveyard is important. But I'm expecting that Bergie to come around, and I think I'm going to want red without having to contort our mana base. There's a wheel and Badlands, neither of which are likely to wheel. Excuse me. So dig through time. I feel like I say this every draft, because I see it every draft, but and even with Bazaar, like I should be taking it somewhat highly. Well, wheel is just wheel is just so good with the Yawg Will. You get to wheel and still keep your graveyard going. I gotta take the wheel. I hope the Badlands comes back to me, but wow. Sometimes you get garbage picks, like often, but we've had like at least something decent just about every pick. Our curve is actually quite low for this Bob. But I think I'm taking Wishclaw because it's just too solid a pick. And you just see a solid card every single pack. I mean, obviously Dak is also great. Maybe it's just Dak. You know what? Dak might just be that much better than either of these, and one of these will probably wheel. Wishclaw will probably wheel. Like this is a bit more sloppy. It's really good with Yawg Will, obviously. And just generally a better card. But as far as like direct just Storm cards, if you're trying to draft just the nut, Wishclaw was the card. But we're hoping to just wheel it. It's going to be tough, as we're getting further into the pack. We can take a Cryptic. I mean, there's nothing great here. We might play it. I guess I'll grab a Sneak Attack. I mean, if that Emrakul, like, for some wild reason comes around, we'll grab it. And then we could get a Grizzlebrand, in which case could very well be worth it. We can take a blue Signet. We can take the Thran Dynamo. Thran Dynamo helps set up for Memory Jar, but it's not really synergistic, and it's likely, especially the way we're going, how efficient and fast this deck is going, it's likely to wind up just getting discarded over and over again. A Ponder. I mean, these are fine, but I mean, they're okay. I'm taking Ponder. She came back. My babe. My babe. Take a Hex Mage just for like random combos. Could take a Black Signet. Nothing really of use here. Yeah, we got the Wishclaw. We are off to the races with this deck. Holy crap. That's an underground sea. This sea is underground. And just to specify the location. Night's Whisper is fine. Gush is okay, although we're looking very heavy on black. But this is solid. We got a blue fetch. We got an underground sea. The upheaval is cute. The Lion's Eye Diamond? What? Oh my god. My goodness. In a frantic search. Now, listen. The real risky play would be to grab Frantic Search and let the LED wheel. But the LED is just way too... I can't remember the last time I got LED and Black Lotus with a Yawg Will. Oh, oh my god. So, can you imagine if we hit Breach and Brain Freeze? That's a Vamp Tutor, though? Yeah. A Scalding Tarn? What is happening? Flood Crypt is good. Like, when your pick is fantastic, but then there's two other just fine picks just laying around, we'll probably wheel one of these. I bet you Manamorphose will wheel. This is insane. Islet's good. Like, Islet is great. I'm fine with that. Darcy's pretty good. Especially if we get Breach. No Brain Freeze yet. We have, what, 2 more picks? 3 more picks? Could just take the Burst Lightning. But I don't mind Darcy. I think this is the first time we've had, like, nothing, but that's okay. You could take a red Signet. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing Shriekmaw, and if this last pack has a Tolarian Academy, which is not gonna, in the event that it did, I would want this Signet. A Saga? I'm glad I grabbed the Signet. I wish I could have the Bauble with it, but yo, we have Lotus and LED. This Spell Pierce is really good too. I don't think we're playing this Cryptic. We have to take Saga. Just yet another tutor in our deck. It's insane. I'm not huge on Gush. And I've done upheaval things, but it just gives me headaches. I'll grab Gush, but I don't think we're playing it. Past in Flames? I think we are playing. Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, LED. It's a no. Huh. Could just take the Glen. I think Biff is great though. Reef? Jeez. Blunt Craft, come on. That's crazy. Call the Shrine, I guess. We could probably even play the Sculler, but we don't need to. And the Shriekmaw just came around anyways. Okay. This deck is insane. It's not without, like, some problems, though, right? I guess I'll count Lotus as a land. We gotta cut 3 cards. Some cards, excuse me, cards that could potentially wind up getting cut. Actually, I don't think I'm playing Cryptic. Just don't have enough blue. Yeah. So, we need 3 more. Out of these 5, what do we want? I think we want Past in Flames. I think we want Darcy and the Signet. How good is Jar here? It puts a ton of cards in our graveyard. And we can dump it out reasonably fast. These Signets, I mean, this deck is insane. It's sad that it doesn't have Brain Freeze or Breach, but it's more like, it feels a bit more like Ad Nauseam Tendrils. It's also a little bit sad that we don't have actual Demonic Tutor, but we can do, like, when we do Yawg Will or Piff lines, as long as we have a Ponder or Thirst with it, you can, like, use one of these and then draw into it. So it gets a little more convoluted, but we can wind up getting there fairly easily. I guess Walking Bliss is also in the running. Like, it's just overall a really good card. But I think we want Darcy and Signet. How many wheels? One wheel? There's only one wheel. So, you gotta think of the scenario you can wind up in, right? You're gonna wind up with one of these tutors. And what's like the first tutor you get? Provided you don't have some other major, um, like engine card, right? Like if you have a Yawg Will, then you're probably just going and getting the LED or a wheel. It's pretty easy. But if you have nothing, what are we getting? DAC? Actually, I think Memory Jar is a good option. Wheel. Like Memory Jar might be a bit too redundant, but you want more than one wheel, I guess, right? I'm not huge on rent. Our fixing is so good. Despite just like ignoring fixing, we just ran into really good fixing. I'm gonna play Ballista. It's just really well rounded. These are just medium cards to me, right? And the red, I guess technically we have more red than blue, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but we have a double blue. We want this, it's really important that we get blue early. So I think this blue signet is much better than Boros signet. And the two black ones are next. What does it look like if we just don't play signets? Then we'd have to play like Gush Jar. I mean, you play the one that's double on color. What are we doing on turn 2? Holding up Mana Drain, playing Wish Claw, playing this. We have all these 1 mana plays. Yeah, I guess I'm fine without the Boros signet. We'll play the Jar. And the Ballista has, or wait, I'm sorry. I mean, Ballista's fine. We won't play the signet. Oh, Bazaar. Bazaar is not a land. Excuse me. Well, that makes that easy. I'm not going to play it then. Alright. These we can consider lands. Missing any of them? No. Alright, so let's sort by color. Get our colored lands over here. I guess I'll consider signets when we're talking colors. And we have 10 lands to play with. Blue, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Black, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 11. Red, we have 2, 8, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that doesn't get red. 8, 11. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8, 11, 6. It's too much blue. But we did speak about how double blue is really important. 8, 11, 6. I think we can go down 1 blue. 7, 12, 6. We can also go down red. 7, 13, 5. Maybe not. Maybe this is fine. Maybe Bazaring. Black Lotus. Like the double colors aren't really real here. Like Grief is free. Tendrils we're going to wind up using off of our LED and Lotus. And these are all single black pips. So, and this double blue is really important. 8, 11, 6. And then, can we go down a mountain? No, I think it's fine. I think this is fine. It's very rare that they just get it right. But I think this is looking fine. I mean, Saga doesn't necessarily count on the colors. But generally speaking, we have good fixing. Like, those are good numbers, right? Overall, those are high numbers for the amount of color or cards of the color. Alright, so I will see you in round 1. Alright, here we are in round 1 against Mr. Owl with our really what seems to be a quite broken Storm deck. And our opener seems to be delivering. 3, 4, 3. I think we can play. So we crack Lotus for black, and we filter a red and a black into Signet. Signet can play Talisman and Ponder. Wow. We won't get to Imperial Seal. Unless, of course, we cast Cabal Ritual. Which, this is going to be a turn 2, so never mind the Ponder. Or no, we'd have to. Alright, so I'll cast the Cabal Ritual. Alright, okay. Okay, deck. Here we go. Signet. Go Signet. Activate it. Cabal Ritual. Use the white. We gotta ponder before this Imperial Seal. I said we weren't gonna ponder, but I think we just want it in our graveyard. Like, hopefully we can just put something better in our hand. I guess a land is fine. I'd rather have a fetch land. Because we're gonna wind up sealing for Yawg Will, playing Wishclaw. Wishclaw's gonna wind up getting LED. And then we're gonna flash it all back. And Ponder's gonna help us out. Because Seal's gonna have to get tendrils. I was hoping this just hit LED. Could take Darcy and go. Maybe. Oh, we want the black. Yeah, we need blacks. We need the swamp actually. So let's put the swamp in our hand. We can seal for Yawg Will and put this Wishclaw into play. What a ridiculous turn. I'm sure there was like a YOLO play where we could have drawn 7, but it would involve using our Lines of Diamond most likely, which would then in turn involve, I think, like running into a Dark Ritual exactly, and I don't think we'd be able to get there. Okay, so they have a Mox. So what happens if we just use this and pass? Is that too dangerous? Considering just yogging. So if we yogg, I'm not sure. We want to get the Lines of Diamond in our hand. So if we yogg, we're only going up to 4, 6 with this getting LED. It is enough to ponder or seal, ponder the tendrils. I think this is actually lethal. We have 1. Yeah, we can't get threshold, but we have 1. So it's 3 mana. Let me check the mana one more time. 3 mana Yawg, right? Lotus is 3, 4. We gotta make. Oh, we can't split our colors. Huh. Alright, so I'm just gonna straight up get an LED and pass. The next turn, 4, 5, 6, we'll still be 1 minute shy, or actually 2 cards shy of threshold. We'll have 6 cards, but really you need 8, because when you actually flash it back, you wind up with 7. Oh, we could have gotten Dark Ritual, huh? Ooh, Dark Ritual would have done it last turn. Could have gotten Dark Ritual 3, 4. That would have solved their problem. Yawg Will. Got 1 for Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Black Lotus would get us the blue. It would have been, what, Storm? Yawg Dark Ritual is 2. Dark Rit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it would have been shy on Storm. Okay. So for Grandmaster, hold up 2 blue. So they're representing a counter. Oh my god, and we drew the perfect. We do have to take ourselves off of going this turn. Like, if they have soft counter magic, we're fine. Likely fine. So I'm gonna go. That's a more exciting play. Wait, are we gonna wind up with enough? Storm. 1, we're gonna ditch this, so 1, 2, right? And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's only gonna be 9. Gonna have more mana though. Can we? Hold on, I'm looking at the list. Yeah, if we had a demonic tutor, we could go into the tutor. That's unfortunate. We don't have another. So we would have to cast this Duress first, so we wasted that. I guess maybe we should just wheel at this point. Oh shoot, I screwed it up. Wheel of Fortune. It's a pretty low chance. I thought we had enough Storm. We would have had enough Storm if we could cast this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Which means I would have liked to have just waited. Mana Leak. I think we would have had that beat. Ooh. We would have paid for that. 3, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, we would have killed them exactly. That's crazy. Okay. We would have killed him exactly. Because that would have been 10 storm. I wish I had just accidentally done it. Like we would have played Yawg Will, cracked this, I'm sure they would have cast it. And then we'd have paid for it, and then LED Black Lotus is 6 mana, Cabal Ritual is 7, Duress is 6, Seal is 5, Ponder is 4, and Tendrils just enough mana. And the storm would be 1, 2, their leak is 3, recast is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Tendrils is 10. That's okay. What's nice about the auto editors, you don't have to suffer through all the time wasting. Because I will say, of all the decks, difficulty levels, if I were to rate them, Storm Cube is absolutely the most difficult. Like making a deck on the fly is one thing, but when you make a Storm deck on the fly, and then you have to navigate a singleton Storm deck, it's crazy. Alright, so they don't seem to be doing much. They did think a bunch. Not convinced they have more counter magic. If they do, we're probably toast. We're now down some storm, though. We gotta draw like a dark ritual. Bazaar. Oh, Bazaar. Um, the funny thing is that's probably good enough. I'm just really scared of this. We don't really have other win cons outside of tendrils, though. We have to kind of put it all on the line if we really want to use this. We could get 2 activations out of it. No, we can't. We can just get 1 card deeper. Let's go. Let's just have some fun and go. So 2 things have to happen. 1, we have to actually hit something off of this. It doesn't take much. 2, they have to not have hard counter magic. So let's go Yawg, hold priority. Let's crack this. I'm gonna let it resolve. See what's in there. Uh-oh. And we already played a land. That's bad. Um, that's bad. We're gonna have enough to get threshold though. That's good. It's not possible that duress makes them. Oh, they went to 22. Did not notice that. Right, right, right. They have lifelink. Okay. So Ponder's gonna show up big here. Um, I think we have to seal. I think we have to actually just seal for a wheel. Does wheel them, huh? I'm just consulting the list real quick. We don't have Wishclaw Talisman. We have Horn, but we have no cards in hand. That's what I was talking about when I was talking about like engines. Past and Flames doesn't help with an active Yawg Will. Thirst for Discovery could potentially get 2 cards if it hits a basic, but I think we just have to wheel. Which means make red, leave the Black Lotus for now, although it's going to have to make blue, so we might as well play it. Oh no, we should have played Duress first. They do have a counter, they got us here. Let it go. Leads me to believe they don't have a counter. They're just gonna scoop? We did show a lot of gas here, and we just kind of showed, like, we're probably gonna kill you, which is probably true. But what is in their hand that they wouldn't want to show us? Whatever, we got there. I have to warn you, most of my Storm Cube games go like this, where I eat, like, most of the clock, because there's just too much going on. Too much. So, Grandmaster, I don't think I want to freak out and like Walking Ballista. I'm probably interested in this Godless Shrine. We have 1, 2, because Tarn doesn't. It's kind of a tough sell. Oh, we do have Azorius Signet, and we could play the Boros Signet. Alright, I'm sold. Let's play this card, which means playing Boros Signet, which means playing this land. Just put it in place of a swamp. I'm not gonna go crazy, that's it. I'm not gonna contort the mana base other than having a shock, potentially losing some life. So what looked bad? They're blue-white, they're gonna be countering stuff. Mana drain should be good. I don't even know, man. Deck is just too good. How do you make cuts? I guess we can cut. Excuse me. Good Darcy and I guess Thirst? Maybe I was supposed to cut wheel. I'm snapping this. I'm snapping it. Okay? Sorry for yelling. Let me just show you the power of Bazaar. Okay? Now, keep in mind, this is not what I mean when I say Bazaar is great. Because this is a high variance play. I'm not going to end step this. I'm going to wait. Um, okay, good. It's very good. Um, if it weren't for them probably having a counter, I think we just have a kill here. You can vamp for Black Lotus and Bazaar into it. Maybe we have a mana drain play. And Black Lotus, Bazaar into it. Play Lotus. No, you have to make black. Alright, we'll do it end step. It's also just not a huge rush, right? And they have nothing. Alright, I'm gonna Bazaar. Let's get rid of Dak, Seal, and Mountain. Any order. And I'm gonna vamp. Like Lotus. Let's draw it. Oh boy. Like, I think we get to go here. But I'm inclined to wait, just because they haven't cast anything. They missed a land drop. Like, we can continue to fuel up. Considering activating this, we could probably win. It involves activating, dunking most of the cards that we pick up, or both of them plus tendrils, playing Lotus and making blue. Should we go one deeper first? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we found discard. That's probably better. We can make use of LED better than mana drain. Remember the mana drain, tendrils, and Wishclaw. Any order. It's a pretty good draw. So I'm gonna start with Lotus. If they want to counter Lotus, we'll just kill them. They just scooped it up. I mean, they were dead, like 100%, but the second time we just didn't even have to execute. But I don't know if you noticed how insane Bazaar was here. I hope you did. We'll see you in round two. Okay, here we are in round two with our broken storm deck. These hands, these cards just make me giggle because they're way too broken. We don't actually have one of our tutors, but I'm inclined to keep. Let's go. Saga's pretty good. It's not terrible. I mean, honestly, I think we just want to start, like, moving. Maybe not. I think I actually want to wind up getting Horn out there next turn. So we get Horn, 2 turns. So I want to play Saga. We're basically just going to forego the constructs altogether, which will likely be the case quite often in this league. Our opponents don't just concede. It is a blue land. Ponder. Alright. The opponent does not shuffle and plays a Scalding Tarn. Fetch. Alright, getting that F6 value. I like that. It's pretty good. Excuse me. I was wondering if we're waiting a turn. Like, the original plan was to go Horn Pass, but they're 5-color. They can probably destroy our Horn. They might counter it too. It would be a shame to go before this goes off, but I'm gonna pass. Depending on what we draw, might be able to get away with using this as mana, especially since we drew Mountain. We can use Lotus for blue. Oh man, they're tapping out for a creature. That's perfect. What do you got, a creature over there? What are you doing with this? It's adorable. Alright, so we're gonna tap it. It lands a diamond. We'll play Swamp. I'm gonna Dark Ritual. Then Lotus. Or blue. Tap red. Play Horn. Now we can fill up our graveyard for Cabal Ritual. We hit Yawg Will. Pretty decent. Hitting lands, that's not good. Yeah. Hit Duress and Grief. Let's see. Do I want to get... I'm gonna get a ton of mana from this. Problem is we don't actually have a tutor. So we'd be relying on Thirst Hopefully it hits a basic that we can get 2 cards off of, and then 4 more with this. I think we have enough mana, right? So I think we can get 2 more cards off of this. Yeah, we have more than enough mana. So we got a deck that can put more cards in the graveyard. If we go red, we can go to 6. Yeah, so we can go red, play deck, play deck. I think it benefits us to actually just deck ourselves. Oh, 2 lands. It's actually not good. I'm forgetting we just have tendrils already. Okay, so let's yog it up. LED, make black. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you're screaming at the screen like, I thought this guy was good at Storm. He was supposed to be good. What is he doing? And we can even duress them, and they'll probably just scoop to it like everyone else has been. No. So, luckily for us, they're not even really blue. They're like a Naya beatdown deck, which is fine. Fine, 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 fine. Ritual. We don't even have to show him anything else. Get him with the tendies. Yeah, I apologize. Because I'm looking at everything going, we don't have a tutor. So we have to like get there with thirst, but obviously we just had the tendrils. Okay, so creatures, I mean they could have some interaction, but I'm not gonna play scared at all. In fact, I'm gonna go for it as quickly as possible in most cases. But it also means that we can wait to a certain point. I guess we don't have to go quickly as possible. We don't have to worry about interaction, but we do have to worry about dying, so we have to pick our spot wisely, I guess is a good way to put it. But I don't think we need to change anything. I think we're fine. Deck is perfect. This is probably the first, like, medium hand that we've had. Which, the funny part is, I mean, it's not bad. It's just not, like, wildly good like the others. In fact, which leads me to want to just, yep. Oh, man. I guess I ditch Island. We have enough islands in the deck. I think Bergie's just the better card. And we're just going to be bazaring into broken cards, so why not keep the broken card instead of the land that we're going to be bazaring into anyways? Let's start off with a duress. Copter. So Jailer and Tracker. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What's the plan here? Agda's actually kind of obnoxious. Hmm. I mean, whatever. I don't have interaction. Not sure we quite want to start bazaring, but we'll probably bazaar in the end step. Bazaar. Bazaar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get your token. Probably gonna shock in the Hallowed Fountain. That'd be nice. Get in for 2. The thing is, we don't need land. So, like, you go down a card every time you bazaar, but you draw a card every turn. So we can just keep putting a bunch of cards until we have Lotus, Yawg Will, and LED, and Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Like, there's very compact combinations of those cards that just win the game. You can draw your card. What do they do? So they did indeed chalk that in. They played Jailer. So I am actually going to bazaar. Do I want to wind up casting Seal? Or do I just want to believe in the power of the bazaar? You know what? I might not backside Piff just yet. I don't want deck. Let's go like this. Whatever. Most of it's going to be gone anyways. Mana Drain is interesting. If I seal, we go down to 4 cards. Up to 6 10. We go to 3 cards. Or we could have Lotus, Yawg Will. Yeah, I'm gonna seal. No, we have Piff, so we're working off of Piff here. So we're gonna seal for LED. But then we do have to find tendrils, which is fine. We don't need Saga, Mana Drain. Oh, I'm sorry, we do need. Excuse me, we do need Yawg Will. Fast and Flames does not work well with these. Forgetting about that. Okay, that's fine. So, could play Bergie as a blocker, but they're going to be drawing a lot of cards. They can probably kill it. Really want to find, like, Cabal Ritual? No, I don't know. I think it was a misplay getting that LED. I needed to get Yawg Will. Or Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual would have been fine. That works well with Past in Flames. But then again, you gotta find either Ponder or Tendrils. We likely have this draw and the next. Tracker. Nope. Omnath. Alright, Omnath is in. Oh boy. And Tracker. 4, 8. So we're probably... We have this last turn. Because even just one land does it, then it's a 4-3 and we get hit for 12. Ponder's actually not bad. So I think we go Lotus. Ponder's really good. I think we just have a kill here. Yeah, we gotta make red play the Bergie. Then we're just always gonna have red because of Bergie. And we can make... Oh no. No. I keep basically thinking that we have Yawg Will. It's 3, 4, 5. Shoot. Yeah, we got nothing, because we're only going to have red post Past in Flames, which doesn't actually get us anything. Can't replay Lotus. We needed Yawg. Okay, so we can block one of these. We have one more turn. It's certainly a misplay. I needed to get Yawg instead of LED, or at least run into a Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual or Cabal Ritual. But even then you have to find Yawg Will with Seal so that you can replay Lotus and LED, and then we're out of gas because we would already use Ponder and Seal. To have removal, we're just dead. 3, 4. We even have one less mana. We basically have to find Dark Ritual. We're going to draw a card, and then we're going to Bazaar for 2, and it needs to be Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual and Wheel of Fortune. Can't, like, crack LED in response. Okay, 9, 10, 11. Even worse, now we have to chump. 10, 12, yeah, we have to chump. Or trade. I know they draw cards, but are they going to draw Lotus plus Counterspell? Right now, I don't think we have an out. You can't blame this on Bazaar. This was on me. Alright. Play poorly, get punished. Get all the time in the world. We had the tutor. And certainly just tutored for the wrong thing. In fact, even Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune probably would have been best. Like, just get an early Wheel of Fortune going. Throw all your stuff in your graveyard. And then just Bazaar to Yawg Will and win. That's probably the quickest way. Yeah. Okay. Do some more Bazaar stuff. How quickly do we want to try it? I think I'm going to get some land drops in there. Interesting. Run out the Whoosh Claw. I have to restart Moto after this round. I'll have to remember to just do that in between rounds. Shredder, okay. Piff is interesting. I'm tempted to just make some tokens and see how they deal with them. I mean, they're going to be 4/4s. You can probably Bazaar into making them 5/5s. And then by the time they either they're going to die, or once they're done dealing with them, they're going to die. Through stormy means. Okay. It's a reasonable creature. Well, you just wind up changing gears then. Deck fade. Interesting. Huh. I think I just want to start bazaaring. Okay. See, the opponent is playing a 4-drop. Omnath. Okay. I'm pouring it on. Just gonna make this an F6. Lock one of the tokens. We could Wish Claw before we see what Bazaar comes up with. You could also just make tokens. I don't think I want a Bazaar first, because, well, I guess we have Lotus and, no, I'm gonna Bazaar, just to get more information. Empiric Tutor. 5, 4, LED. We get Yawg Will and LED. Let's get Lens of Diamond. Yawg Will with this. Can we make it happen? No, we'd have to get Black Lotus, which is fine. Fish Claw can't get replayed. We have to utilize DAC here. 1, 2, 3, 6. Like we can get Cabal Ritual, right? 3, 6, 5. Cabal Ritual's 8. Vamp to 7. For Dark Ritual, DAC to 4. Activate DAC. Ritual up to 6. And then Past in Flames. They're at 17. I think that's enough. Holy shit, this makes my head spin, huh? Crazy, crazy, crazy. So we need red for DAC, and the rest needs to be black. We're not gonna have the second black to cast the Dark Ritual unless we play this mountain. We can't play Dark Ritual twice. Okay, so we get it first. Duh. Alright, so we'll have enough black. Let's get Cabal Ritual. Let's make red. Tap our black. Got plenty of threshold going. Cabal Ritual. Tap for blue. DAC. We're gonna need red again. Yeah. Connive your freaking heart away. Oh man. Then we're gonna vamp. Yawg Will. Then we're gonna DAC into Yawg Will. Discard these. I guess we didn't necessarily need the red because we're gonna Yawg. Right. We could have gotten Dark Ritual, we were saying. 6. That would have done the line that we were talking about, but this gets it done too. We don't need red. I guess it doesn't hurt. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't necessarily need 10, but sure. Yeah, we don't need red because we can go. Oh, plus we have the land drop. Forgetting about that. It's black. Cabal Ritual. Signet. We'll just make a regular land drop. Vamp Tutor, why not? Or whatever. And Tendrils. 18. We got them. It took quite a bit. Like I told you. I mean, either you're looking at the screen, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Or you're realizing just how many lines are open. I mean, you could probably take a good look. You could probably spend, like I literally spend over the course of months and years creating legacy storm decks, and to just make one on the fly, like you could sit here and spend a bunch of time figuring out what the best lines are, like just the general ones, because that's the case with like constructed, right? You have your what I even like laid out as a hierarchy of lines where like your best line. Obviously, there's just natural lethal, and then it kind of goes down from there. But these are just singleton. Like it's just I'm sure there were like 5 or 6 different deterministic routes to victory in the spot that we had there. So to me, it's just mind-boggling. Let me know what you think in the comments, though, because I don't know if y'all are, um, it's easy to, because I do it too. You watch someone on YouTube or whatever, and you see a line that they don't see, and it's, I think if there's ever a format and deck within the format that's going to create scenarios that are just mind-boggling, it's Cube Storm. Well, that's enough. Let's go to round 3. I'll see you there. Okay, here we go with round 3 with our broken Cube Storm deck, Vintage Cube Storm. I am an idiot, but it did take the few seconds it took to find and realize there is a mute mic button right on my keyboard, so although it probably won't make much of a difference to you, because I'll just be editing out the coughing, but It'll save me some time on this last round, that's for sure. This is probably the first hand that we're just gonna kind of take it easy because we have islands and mana drain, which honestly is kind of nice because we've had pretty much just like uh, almost every turn it's possible that we could go, so we don't really have to bust our brain all too much. Live that island go life. I don't think it'll be necessary to run out the underground sea. We'll probably just play out the double island, but we'll see what happens. Playing against Bad Beat Phil. Okay, so this is a play that is very strong in broken decks, but tends to be quite medium in others. It's also possible they just really needed a land drop and figured it's better than going down to 5. Ready for the red source, LED, breach, brain freeze. Oh my god, there's a Lotus. Just pass. Come on. Timeless Lotus? Okay. So either this mana drain's going to be really good, or we're just going to die to a Dark Depths. That was a good draw. That makes me want to play Underground Sea, so that if we have to upkeep Panic a Vamp Tutor, we can. But we wouldn't. It's unlikely. Of course, we get punished by the Wasteland. Oy, oy, oy. Are you going to get greedy and copy it first? Yeah, I'll make the blue. Not sure it really matters here, but I did it. Oh boy, here it comes. Here comes the punishment. Balance. It's tough to get to that mute button. Wow. Okay. Do I scoop to this? I guess not. Well, I went down one card. No, I guess not. I wish I had LED in play, but or that I just played Island. Maybe I should have Vamp Tutored. I want to keep Vamp Tutor, right? Maybe it's LED. I think I want to keep Vamp Tutor though. And oh man, that is brutal. All right, we need to hit runner. I mean, if we can hit, it's gonna be tough. You need to at least draw a land next turn, the very least. Then it involves drawing either Yawg or Black Lotus. Then we can get the other with Vamp Tutor. That's likely not good enough. Now it's got to be Black Lotus. The actual 0 creatures to copy. Crucible. Okay. Now the land has to be non-basic. Yeah, I was trying to think if Black Lotus did anything if we drew it. Not the case. Okay, so played poorly. I don't think I want Tide Hollow. I mean, it's good, but then we open ourselves up further to Wasteland. I was supposed to restart Moto. Yeah, I'm not convinced we need Past in Flames. It's just so hard to, like, you really need Demonic Tutor. Yes, we have Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, but then we don't have Demonic Tutor to, like, go get the tendrils and then flash everything back. We have to filter it into Seal or Vamp Tutor, which means we have to cantrip, which means we need to get blue, which means it involves Lotus and LED. So that means we need Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual, and one of those, and a high just total amount. It's too much. It's too much resources to pull it off. Really, we just want Yawg Will. Oh, baby. Okay. We have some options here. I don't want to just fire off a Bergie, and I don't want to just fire off a Wheel. They're both reasonable, though, is the funny part. I'm gonna pass. If they, like, splat their hand and balance us, it is what it is. Seems like they have a pretty good deck. Or they just had a nutty draw, or both. I'm just gonna go YOLO Horn. Or not YOLO, Horn Pass. Hopefully they can't kill it. Oh boy. Signet, okay. Passing? Not passing. Come on! They just... Okay. You got me. Alright. I think we're just supposed to wheel here. I really don't think it gets all that much better. We go down a card, we give them the first turn, but we have a lot of powerful cards in our deck. If we don't die, there's a good chance we can just kill them. And those are pretty good. Opponent's tapping mana, going for... We did make them use their Black Lotus, so that's something. I mean, we didn't quite have enough for Bergie plus Wheel yet, so we would have had to pass. And they would have... I guess they didn't really have anything, huh? Crucible, Tolarian. Threatening counter magic that I'm not going to respect. This card is brutal in Legacy against Infernal Tutor, by the way. Just making you draw a card. Okay. Sorry, a bit of a coughing fit there. I think we go Darcy. Could start trying to go off here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, in Ritual Imperial Seal, draw into it with Dak. We have to be Lion's Eye Diamond. Problem is we don't have Yawg. So I think we're actually just gonna Dak. Go Dark Ritual just so that we can play everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 1. We can play our whole hand and put Yawg Will in our hand. And that would probably win next turn. Not to mention all the Darcy triggers. So let's do it. Let's go Dark Ritual. Opponent's probably complaining. Go make a play. Hello, are you there? Put in the graveyard. They're gonna counter it? That's actually... No, they're just messing around. Okie doke. We can Signet that one. Is it too expensive? It's probably too expensive. Let's go Islet. Just trying to think. Do I want to Dak first? I definitely want to cast Dak first. But I think I want to Dak, and then just so I have the maximum amount of information available to me before I cast this seal. Like, if we can find off the top 3 either LED or Yawg Will, then we can find the other one with the seal and be all set. Seems like they do actually have a counter spell. So it would not be bad if we ran into Duress. I can engrave that. You would also take their Signet, which is interesting. We have a blocker for now. You'd even take Crucible, but I'm not really that worried about that. I think I'm just going to continue to do my own thing. Draw 2. Alright, awesome. We found the Yawg Will. So, we've been these lands. We'll have lands. Imperial Seal. Can bottom that too. This Darcy's been really good. Now we just get LED. We want to find discard though. Maybe we have enough. So let's get Duress. Yeah, let's get Duress. And we'll pass the turn. See what my opponent had for a complaint. Question mark, classic. We were literally 60 seconds below what their clock was when they hit us with the question mark. How dare you? How dare you question me? I do have to find a better... I'm sure I can set up a hotkey through Streamlabs to mute, because I have to hit, like, the button next to Control and F7, which, when you just have a cough that comes up, is not really something easy. Excuse me. So, there's a deck of their own. Teferi wouldn't really do all that much. We have 3, 4, 5 mana. 4, 1, 4, 5, 6. We're actually a little bit short on mana, so they're going to attack Dak. I guess that makes sense. With both? With both. So let's think about what we have here. Because unless they have Spell Pierce, they're tapping themselves out of interaction. Then we can hit them for 3. They're going to wind up at 7. This is if we block Lord. We can duress them anyways. Or we don't. Whatever we want to do. We'll still have Darcy. So we might get some extra value from Yawg Will. So we might actually just... Oh, it's a tough call. I think Darcy gives us the same amount of cards. Provided they're cards that... Yeah. So let's block Lauren. When we hit him for 3, it's like a whole storm chunk. They have not damaged themselves at all. which stinks. It'd be nice to get him to 16. I'm pretty sure we just have it. Pretty sure we can wind up yogging Bergie, Lotus, Ritual, but let's see. I think it's safe to start with Duress. Can you imagine if we hit LED off this Darcy? Bazaar. Interesting. Not really that useful though. Or unlikely to be. So they have nothing. So let's think to ourselves, in the event that we passed, right? They can wasteland us. They can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't mindslaver us. Lotus is already in the graveyard, so they truly can't. We don't necessarily need to go for it this turn. Can't block with that. We are going to wind up getting wastelanded. But that's Storm 1. I'm gonna cast the Signet. Darn, I was hoping for better hits. So we go Yawg. Excuse me. Yawg. And we have to go Lotus. Yeah, we can't actually Bergie Lotus since we put ourselves to 3 mana. I'm fine with passing. If they wasteland us, we can draw a card. Obviously, it does give them an opportunity to draw something. In fact, maybe we should have taken this. Yeah, because that gives them an opportunity to draw more than just something. Multiple somethings. 2, 3, 6 mana play probably down to 5. 3, 2 mana, 5 mana, 2 mana, 5 mana. And then we can actually just wheel down 3 mana. Battle Ball. Okay. I think I want to crack this Islet. 14 cards in library. I just really want to find this LED. We're golden if we do. So I should have rebooted Moto. This. I don't know what they played for a land. So whatever. We get to hit them for another 3. So they're dead. They're just straight up dead. I do think it's worth pondering. Let's go. Come on, LED. Where are you hiding? Probably should have made blue off of this and then filtered the white, but that's okay. Oh, son of a bitch. Excuse me. Free Storm. It's not technically free. We want a Bazaar. I think I'm gonna want a Bazaar. And I actually want red mana. I think we just hit the LED here. Oh, we hit Cabal Ritual. Okay, finally. We needed that or Cabal Ritual. Vamp. Doesn't matter, it's getting exiled. Let's play Bazaar. It's Bazaar. Did not find LED still. That's okay. Let's make black. Go Ergi. Play Dark Ritual. Graveyard. 5 cards in library. Go Law Ritual. We cannot wheel. I repeat, do not wheel. We can Wishclaw. That's cute. Graveyard. Use Wishclaw. We get Lions of Diamond. Finally. One of the last 3 cards in our deck. I want to put myself to no cards. See if they let us do it. Let me do it. Oh, we still have to win game 3, don't we? Oh, shoot. I was thinking this was the last game. Alright, 10's enough. Alright. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, we have 8 minutes. No worries. We got this. Alright. Opponent thinking hard on the sideboard action. Or just going to the bathroom. Here we go. Final game. This is the trophy game. This hand is reasonable. I should have rebooted Moto. I guess I'll keep this hand. We're going to be Imperial Sealing for red source, most likely. If we don't draw it. I'll probably save more time by rebooting Moto. I'm actually going to do that. Like, it runs so fast on a fresh reboot, and we are chugging along right now. Chug-a-lug. Alright, just waiting for the initial hiccups of rebooting. I think we're actually just solidly in there. We're just waiting on the opponent by the looks of it. Can we hit him back with the upside down? Question mark? Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, got him. Got him. We're going to mirror their play. I'm going to get Black Lotus. Does anybody play Darcy Dak? I mean, we haven't drawn a card yet, but It's at least the plan from here. Swamp, seal for Lotus, Island, Lotus, Darcy, Dak. Trigger Darcy. Activate Dak. Deactivate. Deactivate Faden. Factivate Daden. Alright. Opponent has chosen a card. And we want that one. Go for it, OP. We got Island. Thalia. We don't have an answer to that. Okay, so we gotta get Bergie into play, basically. So can we still make this play? I think no, we can't. 4, 3, we can't. Alright, do we want to play Dak? I think so. We have to get Bergie into play, because we tapped ourselves out of it. Son of a bitch. I was talking and playing. Crap, I'm throwing it. I'm throwing the trophy. Beginning to throw it, at least. Uh-oh. I'm gonna set up the combo. So we have to get Bergie because it just kind of naturally counteracts Thalia. Guess we won't open up to Wasteland. Let's just play this Wish Claw. They can remove the counters. Same thing with the Dak, though. If they find a Lauren, they can kill Black Lotus. I just want to find a better use of it. They're probably going to use this to kill Wish Claw, though. But at least it takes them off their combo. I don't know, weird game. How do you think about that much? Like, yes, get the Thalia, yes. A Yawg Will. It's pretty good. Alright, we're going in on this Darcy action. Let's go. Darcy. I don't think we're going to need red right now. Can Ponder or Vamp. Sealed. Still 6 minutes, which is a hefty amount of time. This is actually good. Could get us up on cards next turn. Wind up discarding this island. I will still Dak. Bazaar. Interesting. I think Dak is fine, though. Next time we get to Thirst, hopefully we do find another basic. It's also not impossible we trick them into attacking and wind up Delirious. We have Land, Artifact, Sorcery. In fact, if we can cast Thirst, we can do that. Excuse me. At least we can threaten it. What do they got going on here? If they hem us, we're in trouble. Damn. Okay. That's not the end of the world. They hit Dak. So it's basically gaining us life. Let's cast our Thirst. Hopefully finding a basic. We did not. We did find Bergie, though. And our red source. So we gotta discard Duress and Ponder. And I do think we're supposed to plus. It's fine. Play Tarn. They only have 3 cards. We're definitely working our way towards a victory. We're going to attack Dak again. Colonnade accelerates things a little bit. Yes, I'm supposed to fetch Scarab God. Okay. Blood Crypt. Maybe not. They played Wasteland. I should have just gotten Mountain. They have 9, 10, 11. So they have lethal. But we will have a blocker. They only have 1 card. So they won't have lethal. Probably wind up attacking Dak in that case. It's a solid Dak attack. Could horn, but I honestly think we just need this Bergie in play. Do we need to untap with it? Basically. Need all the mana we can get. Like, we can't win right now. So yeah, we need it to block. We need them to not have removal, and if they do, that it be swords. Oh, I'm forgetting about this. But I think it's okay. You put us to 10. They get to scry 1. And kill Dak with it? Yeah. That's not as good as making a 4/4 flyer. Alright, so they have 2 cards. This is tight. We have a stocked graveyard. Uh-oh. They're casting something? This looks like they're killing Bergie. They deciding to do this, okay. Okay. And they're attacking me. Alright. We stalled the Bergie. For the Thalia, we have Bergie in play. We're tapping with Yawg. Blooded Strand does not help. So we're gonna Yawg, Vamp into I think we might have to wheel. So we play Yawg. We play Lotus. We 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's play Underground Sea. Let's make black and Imperial Seal. That's 17. Okay. Let's get Wednesday Diamond. Let's ponder into. Oh, baby. It's basically the same thing. Lines of Diamond. Make black. Cast Thirst. We need one more blue. Have it. Basic land. Cast this. Cabal Ritual. I'm not sure we have enough mana for this, but I don't have enough time to think about it. Play deck. I think we have just enough. Cast. Vamp. Are we one short? We're 1 mana short. I think we're one short. They saying GG's? They said wow. We're one short. We have to get Wheel of Fortune. We have to get Wheel of Fortune. Draw into it. Wheel. No, that costs too much. I have to get Tendrils. And hope to hit Dark Ritual? We missed. Yeah. We missed. We're one shy. Damn. No. We probably had, like, we didn't need to get up to 10 Storm. So, I don't think we had to cast that Cabal Ritual. Because it cost us more. Cabal Ritual effectively got us, 2 mana, right? Usually it gives you 3, but it only got us. No, because we had. Right. 2 mana, excuse me. But then it cost us a whole bunch because we then had to cast DAC to be able to draw. So another 3-drop to be able to draw into the Tendrils, and then we were one shy. It would have been Tendrils exactly, but they were at 17, so we only had to. Oh, we had to get 9. We had to hit 9, but we did hit a Signet, so I think we just could have used that. Could have used Signets. Yeah. That last Vamp could have just gotten Tendrils, and then we could have cast a couple Signets into Tendrils. The Signets were only costing us 1 mana. And, I say Signets, but we only had 1. And then I guess you know what, the Darcy and the Duress are free? Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you run your clock down. This always happens. This happens to me. in these cube storms. They're just wild. Absolutely wild. So we had it, and we narrowly missed. But I hope you enjoyed this wild league. Let's pull the list up. Because it definitely wasn't the deck's fault. In retrospect, we just straight up didn't need Past in Flames and shouldn't have played it. In fact, maybe we should have played Pyretic Ritual. Not that it's weird taking Piff out and Pyretic in, but just the Signet is probably what we should have played. But anyhow, hope you all enjoyed. And, if you want me to do more of these, let me know in the comments, because I do love Vintage Cube. It's one of my favorite formats, if not my favorite. It's right there with Legacy. And I really mean that. When Cube comes around, Vintage Cube specifically, Legacy Cube is okay, but Vintage Cube is the absolute best. And I just love it. So let me know in the comments if you want me to keep doing these. And let me know any of the growing pains so that I can fix things as we go. Obviously, this is not ideal with the coughing and whatnot, so, but yeah, see y'all next time. Peace.